everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am participating today in the Sign Wednesday challenge hosted monthly by the girls at Deco and Krafty Leeny. Very creative, very sweet and really talented ladies, so I'm happy to share this challenge with them. This sign I'm making right now is I'm using the back of a frame that got broken, and it's great because if you know me already, I love signs that are with a black background and white letters. So I'm using this side of the backing, and as you can see, I have already written the sentiment I liked. I seen this a long time ago and I always wanted to make a sign with it, and it never happened, and today is the day. I'm going to show you how I transfer the letters. I print whatever I want to transfer on vellum paper, like so, and then, as this is a black surface, the best thing to transfer something is using white transfer paper. I'm going to use this corner because it's not going to be seen, to transfer a couple of letters for you to see how easy it is. And you get the letters already in white, which makes it really easier to then go on them over them with a white marker. I hope you see it. So now what I have to do is to take my white, one of my favorite white markers, and to go over the letters. Do you see them in white there? That's awesome when you are transferring something on a black background. So now you can see that I go over the letter, and that's it. Okay, now I have to do the borders. For them I use this paint stirring or mixing sticks that I got for free at my hardware store. I cut them because I didn't want this piece to be seen. I cut them here in this place when this mark starts, and I cut 4, 2 large ones and 2 smaller ones that I'm going to place on each border. As I don't have the tools necessary, I just use a very thin handsaw, so the borders are not perfect. That's why I came up with the idea of placing some twine in the tips of the longest pieces of wood or sticks to kind of hide the borders that are not perfect. Of course, the sticks are not this long, so I had to glue them in this place and in this place. So what I did was to cover this union, this joint, is to go around with some twine and tie a little knot to cover that, like so. Of course, the twine on the extremes, I'm not going to show you how to do that because all of you know how to go around with twine, and I added just some dots of hot glue to keep them in place. Okay, this is complicating. I should have used a longer piece of jute of twine, but well, now it's too late. So bear with me and I'll be done in a second. And yes, here we go. So as you can see, I added the twine. As I said, I added a little bit of glue to keep the twine adhered to the stick. And now all I have to do is to glue these pieces in place. But I have to be careful because as this is handmade, not everything fits perfectly. So, and this is a little bit crooked. Sorry. So I'm going to use E6000 because it's going to give me the possibility of moving the pieces if they are not exactly where I want them. Because if I use hot glue, once I place them on the borders, there's nothing else to do. If they are a little crooked or a little twisted, I can't fix that. So let me see. I'm going to move this to cover the whole border, and I think this is going to work, hopefully. So I'm going to add here the rest of this piece. Part of this sides are not going to touch the border of the background, black background, because of course the twine is making this thicker, but it doesn't matter because you're going to look at this from afar. Nobody is going to look, at the sides to see if there is any gap or something like that. So now I'm gluing this to the best of my abilities. And I have to do the same with the other side. So then I can add some hot glue in the gap that is, I don't know if you can see it, to reinforce everything. But by now, or for now, this is going to stay like this. So let me get, and by the way, I spray painted these pieces. I didn't paint them by hand. So let me glue this side. Like so. It's a matter of patience and positioning the pieces the way you want them. And now I'm going to adhere the longest one. As you can see, I marked them when they were still not glued together, because otherwise they wouldn't have fit as I wanted them to. I love E6000, but you know, instant gratification, hot glue is much better when you are in a hurry. I want the knots to be opposite, so that's why I turn this over. So this is what I have to do. Of course, this needs a little while to dry. That's why I tried to add some hot glue, but I don't want to move the pieces. So I don't know if I should wait or add more, or add hot glue. In fact, I don't want the hot glue to show, so maybe I can do something like this. To make this faster. I need another stick. Let me see. Let me try. We are here to try. It's like trial and error, and see if we can make this faster. Okay. Here we go. This seems to be very, I think it's completely adhered. So, and this is working also with the hot glue. So let's move on to the bottom part. Let's press for a little while. And I think it's okay. Now I don't want to add more because this is going to dry eventually, just with the E6000. It's a matter of time. I think it's going to work this way. Okay. While this waits, of course I'm going to add some twine here to hang it. Sorry, here. I don't realize that this is too big, too large, and I end up being out of frame. Sorry about that. But well, this is the sign almost finished, and I will show you later the final result. And as a bonus, I have something else for you. A very, very quick and easy sign. This is how, sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. This is how the items I'm using looked before I started working on them. You can see the arrow have a lot of glitter. I started sanding it. But anyway, I'm going to use the other side. The Believe word is from Dollar Tree. You get 2 in a package for $1. And then I use a sign, a part of a sign that I had from Thanksgiving. And now you can see what I did with them. I painted the sign, the piece of the sign, in black. Spray painted it. I spray painted the word Believe in white, and this is hand painted, the arrow with the gray acrylic, and I traced the lines that mimic shiplap or just wood. And after I traced every line, I went over with my finger to soften them. You can see the difference here. This is one I haven't softened yet, and these are the ones that I have gone over with my finger. And let me show you how different they look once you do this. It gives it like a shadow and makes it more realistic. And to keep the arrow sitting on the base, I added 2 Jenga pieces to the back. They are from Dollar Tree. And let me tell you something. We found this, as many other things, in the dumpster, because my daughter and I are dumpster divers, and our channel is Dumpster Chicks, and it's going to be linked in the description box. Just in case you want to pay a visit, which you will have a lot of fun. seeing us rescuing things from the dumpsters. In the description box also you will find the link to the playlist with all the videos participating in this challenge and the links to the hostesses' channels. Please visit them. You will be really surprised by their creativity. Okay, the sign is very easy to make, as this side is not perfect, as you can see. It's not straight. I'm going to use it as the back and facing the back, and I'm going to add the arrow here. First I'm going to add the word believe, and I think that here is the best place. So now, yes, I'm using hot glue, to glue the word. I don't need too much. I don't need to go over every single letter. Oh, I burned my finger. And I told you this before, but maybe you are new to my channel. I suffer from essential tremors. That's why my hands shake. It's not serious, but has no cure, and it's kind of progressive. It's an age-related thing. So, well, it is what it is. That's why my hands are always shaking. Let me place this here to the front, really to the front of the arrow. Yes, and now I'm going to add glue here and on the bottom of the Jenga pieces, and a little dot here in this part of the arrow. And I'm eyeballing. I'm the queen of eyeballing. I'm too lazy to take the measurements to place it exactly in the center, centering the word. That's what I mean. So this will have to do. And yes, voila, we have it. The spray is not going to fall apart. No, it's okay. I hope you like this idea. If so, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done it already, and ring the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much to the hostesses for hosting this challenge. Please visit their channels and also the videos in the playlist. Thank you so much to all of you for watching my video. Hope to see you in my next one, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.